Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy. And look, we're going to play with paint today. In my last video, I gessoed a bunch of papers, which I probably didn't even really have to do. I don't know. I was watching other people do painty papers and they're just like, just paint it. Just don't think about it. I don't know. I have a hard time just not thinking about it. But I'm going to try. We'll see. I've kind of separated my backgrounds into colors, and so I've got some of the cheap and cheerful paints here, and I've got these acrylic paints that just came with a canvas. Sometimes you can buy you buy the canvas and it comes with a couple brushes and the paints and stuff. So I've got those acrylic paints, and I do have some distress stains if I want to use those. And my liquid metals, if I don't know what I'm going to use. I almost just stuck my scissors in a bowl of water. That would not have been good. I've got other inks to use if I want to. I've got everything like on my desk. Like that's not where it needs to be, but that's where it all is right now, of course. I don't usually have the energy to make a video on a Sunday, but I just really want to play with my papers, and since I promised I'd do them on video, I decided I need to. Like, here's an example of, if this is my watercolor background. Sorry, I just made this in the live I just did, and I thought it came out cute. But I'm not sure what to do on the top. But I did get, that's why I bought some stamps recently, because I like my backgrounds of, like, when I do, not the painty papers. The painty papers are more, you know, don't think about it. Just put paint on paper. But like when I do the watercolor ones, when I do the background pages, I'm more thoughtful about it, and my color choices and stuff like that. So I think these are the only ones I'm gonna want right now. I think. Hope I don't lose the others in a pile over there. All right, and then I have papers all around me. You can see I did play some yesterday. That's what all this color is back here. But none of that came out. I was just kind of using my inks and smushing inks and whatnot. But we're going to try something else today. In fact, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Unfortunately, I cut it. I was making a little heart card and was cutting so that got cut. But I can still cut down and use some of that as backdrop paper. Probably. Alright, now is that on screen? Because, you know, we like to see when we're mixing the colors, right? Because I do mix colors. So, like, alright, I just need to start painting something, don't I? You just grab a brush. This one's nice and wide, got some good coverage on it. Although, apparently, I had it in water at some point, maybe, or these, I don't know, these weren't very expensive brushes. They're like $14.99, and there was like several in there. But the problem is that then they I guess they're cheap for a reason. I mean, they're really long. I don't need them this long. Not for what I do. But let's stick a little bit of glue on there and see if we can get that to stay in there. We'll see. That's fabric fusion because I gotta use it up, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But it sticks quickly, so that's good. Alright. Like I said, I'm struggling here. Alright, let me put... Maybe I can just start with some cream even, right? Ew, why is that weird? Okay, I have had this over a year, and it's weird. It's very, very weird. I don't feel like using my finger right now. I might have to add something to that water. I don't know. Well, I was going to use this to add to other paints to give them... I like more of a muted. So, like, this is a really dark green. Whoops. But I wouldn't mind it being darker. That makes sense. Just mix it all in. Just mix it all. So we have a big giant blob of green and some weird black paint that's all weird textury. Just trying to mix that in. I might add a little what would I add? To get more of an olivey green, I think you add red, right? Excuse me. I don't know. We're just gonna play around and see what happens. Well, this isn't red. This is like burgundy red. And there's a piece of paper in there. I think you get brown when you mix green and red, but I don't know what we're gonna get. I don't know. I kind of want an olivey, olive. I don't know what I want. Let's see. What do we have? Goop. That's what we have. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of wanted like an olivey, a dark. That's kind of what I'm going for right this minute. Those are kinds of colors I like. So who knew? A little green, a little black, a little burgundy, and what do you get? Olive green. I don't know. So I'm just going to take papers and put some paint on them. Ooh, that's got a little red in it too. Kind of cool. And we're just not thinking about it. We're just adding paint to paper. Just because that's what we're doing. And we'll see what happens in the end. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Can you tell what's going to happen by what we're doing? I don't think so. And, you know, they don't always go with the background. And maybe not much of the background will show later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just use this up until it's gone and then make another color. Like another naturey color maybe. We'll see. Oh, you know what I kind of want to do too though is I want to use my brayer. Where's my brayer? Where I just had it. Just had it. Ooh, it definitely looks like poopy brown on the pink, doesn't it? Poopy green. Baby poop green. But that's alright. Maybe that's what we're going for. I don't know. Definitely get a different look whether you're using a brayer or a, I think I was going to go brighter on those. More of a Dunkin' Donut feel. I don't know. I really don't know. Some paint in the corner there and use our brayer to do whatever. throwing some paint on there. And it does, when you do the brayer over it, kind of makes it more you can see through it, transparent. Oh, yeah, I was watching one lady in her easy peasy. Let's see. I'm gonna do that with this one. I just need a piece of paper I don't care about. There's no paper I don't care about anywhere here. Or paper towel, something. Or, well, that's kind of small. Or I could use a stencil, or I could use, so just grab this paper towel here for now. Oh, let's move those out of the paint. Just for some texture. Okay, so we got some green on that one. What else do we want to put some green on? Oh, some of these neutrally ones. I think that's, oh, the white. Yeah, because I didn't have a clean. So now I've got like old dried up paint gooping up over there. So look what we learned today. We learned how to make like a dark olive green with some black and some, oh, you know what color that was? Hooker's green. Hue, permanent. Verde de Hooker. Tono Verde de Hooker, depending on which language you want. So, you know, just try stuff and see what happens. And sometimes you get a color that you don't have on hand that you really like to use. So that's good to know how to make it. And that's why we like to see when people mix paints, right? Got a little greenish black on there still, but that's okay. Because I don't know what happened to my navy blue. Let's see. First of all, let's find a blue. That's red, or actually, I was thinking this yellow. This cadmium yellow I was thinking about using. Oh man, these paints they definitely must have been cheap paints. They did not last real great. As far as, what? I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this unbleached titanium. Just so it will smooth out a little bit, hopefully. And, I'm going to put the brush. Not that brush, the other brush. What's in here? Get that a little bit wet. Is that wet? Yep, that's wet. Just want to smooth that yellow out a little bit. What? What? You just tired? Are you tired? Yeah, that, this... Really? I wonder if I have some of that yellow in the cheap and cheerful yellow that is not all gloopy and weird. But I like that brand, yeah, not brand, but that off yellow that's more of a mustardy. Like, that one's bright yellow. I don't want bright yellow. That one's a light yellow, like the lemon. That's like the lemon. How do I not have any mustardy yellows in here? And how would you go about getting a mustardy yellow? I guess brown, right? So like some of this yellow, which is a bright yellow, which I don't want, and then some of this linen maybe. Which I might do some of that linen by itself too. And then some brown. Didn't I have brown in here? Of course, this is going to be a weird brown, isn't it? It's a reddish brown too. Hey, that one's more smooth though. It's kind of a what was it called? Light brown. Oh, looks like a sienna. We're gonna get anywhere close to the yellow we started out with. Gonna be a little more orange, I think. I was just kind of going for, okay, let's see. I think I need a little more brown type. It's not too bad. I mean, what did we start with? We started with that. It's just a little bit, actually we did not too bad. So I guess like a yellow and a, I don't want to do that brown again though, because it has a lot of red in it. Do I have a brown? What, Hallie? Oh, I think nutmeg's going to have a lot of red in it too. I don't know. Yeah, not as much. All right, let's try that. What? Let's just flip the paint around. We're just going to make a mess with our paint because that's fun. What? Hallie is being awfully needy, but she let me sleep in this morning, so I can't really complain too much, can I? Because I like to be able to sleep past 7:30 without someone meowing at me. I actually slept much past 7:30, but... yellow will help brighten things up a little bit too. So I like, I know a lot of people will do their painty papers with like the bright colors. I'm more a fan of, I wish I had my little one. It's probably on my cart over there. I'm more of a fan of muted colors. You know, like this kind of a yellow and that kind of a green that I had. Navy blues. Whoops. Kind of mixing it into that paint a little bit. Get a little bit of... What? Papa fed you this morning. You need food again? All the time with the food. What's up with that? You're such a hungry little girl. You've got the metabolism of Papa. Don't ya? So, you know, just add in a little bit here and there. I know it doesn't necessarily make sense on the yellow. I mean, the pink. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. You never know what it's going to look like by the time you're done and do your stenciling and your stamping and painting and just all the things. Whoops, sorry about that. My papers are like right beside you. What you hungry? You have dry food. No one's starving you. You would think people were starving her the way she's yelling at me. Actually okay the way this is kind of doing lines on the side. I don't know why it's not picking up all the paint. But that's alright. Do a little bit like I did before where I had it in the looped up in the corners and then brought it in. Some of that titanium smushed in there. Not titanium. What is cadmium? Is that what that yellow is? So yeah, painty papers, you don't think about it. You just paint and have some fun. You just slapdash some paint on there. I do think about my colors, I suppose, but as I'm putting it on here, I'm just, there you go. slapdash and some slapdash painty papers. Because you don't actually use these as a whole piece necessarily. You're more likely to cut them down to use, like some people might use them for a journal page or whatnot, and maybe doodle on them, or I don't know, lots of things people use them for. You might use them in collage or break them down smaller into like a tag. I like if I can see the design behind it. That's what I like about the brayer. So even though like some of the colors might get I don't think I needed to gesso these beforehand, but I did because I wanted to. It helps the paint take a little bit more. Will help strengthen the paper too, I guess. See, and next I'll probably just add some aqua to that. Some aqua, like some teal, which will make it a little bit more like aqua because the yellow is already on there. So sometimes it's good to start with like your lightest colors and go darker. That way, you know, you don't have to clean your thing every time. So yeah, more brayering. It's just me talking and brayering again, with a little bit of mixing colors for fun in between, you know. Just, oh, whoops. That's the one that had like the black and the, that's all right. We'll do that. Excuse me. I know, I hate that I'm doing that. I could probably pause. I forgot. I'm not live right now. See, earlier I was live and I couldn't pause if I wanted to cough or something. I could, couldn't I? Me being so rude, sitting here coughing. But we like yellow and blue, right? A little yellow on some blue is good. Just want to use up some of this paint now. So you can use just white copy paper to do this too. You don't have to start out with, like, you could skip the whole gessoing part and using different pattern papers and just skip right over to painting on just cheap copy paper. But I'm trying to use up some stuff that I've got that's been sitting around for a while. So that's partly what's going on here. Alright, this is Mountain Blue, so that's already got a little bit of green in it. It's almost gone. Obviously one of my favorites. See, it's got a little bit of green in it, and then when I mix it, it'll have more yellow in it, which will be a little more tealy than blue. Just kind of mix that yellow right into it. And of course, by doing that, that's going to make our colors, you know, we know they'll go together, right? Because that hue is in another color. I don't know. That's what I'm going for. Let's just pretend that's true. I think like the Mountain Blue pretty much do anything too, and it's gonna look good. So I don't know. looks almost black, that other green that was there. What I like about using the backgrounds that have color is then you don't have like a lot of white in your background that you feel like you want to cover. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now I should start doing things like making lines and stuff, right? Or doing something that something like that. Although that's kind of thick. Alright, we're just going to do this just because I had too much paint on there. But later on, when I get a little bit further on, that's what I'm going to do. Something like that, probably. Right now, it works to get some of the color on there. And makes it random once you... I'm just going to get paint all over me. But it's going to be fun because that's fun to do it like that, right? Also, could just do this. Oops. So you can use a credit card. Like you don't have a brayer, just grab a credit card. Not credit card, but you know, like an old gift card that you don't need anymore. And just put some on there randomly. The thinner you put it on there, the faster it dries too. I still like my brayer though for some reason. Alright, that's random, but that's alright. See, this dried really black. That it started out, or I don't know if it's because it's on the green that it looks more black or what. Oh my goodness, I might have to pause and go feed the cat something. You'd think she was starving to death. Also, I want more of this. More teal. Teal, navy blue. Like those are like an olive green. Those are some of my favorite colors, I guess. Blue, green, and everything in between is usually what I say. Well, look at you, give me the evil eye. Oh my word. Just over there, give me the evil eye. Because I'm not giving you food, even though I haven't even eaten yet today. Just had some nutritious hot chocolate. Like what I talked, you know, my keto hot chocolate. That's why I can say it's nutritious. It's not full of sugar. Has vitamins and whatnot in it. Because they try to make it a meal replacement, so they add some different vitamins and stuff to the keto chow. So sometimes in the morning I'm hungry, but I don't feel like eating yet. Anybody else have that? And see, it did like super dried, super dark. I gotta remember that. Just wanted to try to make a lighter olive green. Use less black, maybe. Oh, that's just some of that weird white goopiness in it. Let's just add a little bit of this and see what, let's do it on here maybe. See, now you can see how much green that got from adding the yellow, because it has some green in it. But you can kind of, no, maybe not. I see it's a little more blue when you, I don't know. But yeah, that olive really, I'm going to try to get a lighter olive green, I think. Do a little down here. Click, clack, click, clack. So how's everybody doing? I don't think I even asked that yet. So if you're still here, thank you, because I was rude and didn't even ask how you were doing. I'm just glad to be making videos again. And yesterday I didn't even ask a question. Kind of liking that. I kind of like that it has pink in the background too. I might add a little burgundy to it. We'll see. Let's see. I'm going to move on to this. This one's actually going to be closer to what the color I was using with the, whoops. No, it's different. Look at that. Alright, that's nice. Let's just spread that out so my brayer can pick it up. Pretty. I like color like that. Ew, there's gloopiness in there. That's alright. You know, I do this a lot where I just kind of go from a corner. That had a lot of paint on it. Well, this is one of the ones that has a little bit of an odor to it. It kind of almost smells like an outdoor paint, I guess. I'm not live, but I am recording. See, I love that. Alright. Oh, next. See, this one definitely got some olive green. So we'll see what this looks like with the olive green. I think if I add a little bit of black to this, it would make more sense with the olive green, but it's alright. Now, just gonna, I don't know. There we go. This one started out in navy blue. Cover up too much of the navy blue that's in the background now. So. I like this green with this yellow. Ugh, got some of that dry paint, gloopy paint. Yuck. Alright, one more, and then I think I'll pause for a little bit, and I might add a few more colors. Of course, you know me, if I mix some colors, I will probably bring you along for the ride, right? Alright, but I do need to pause. Hubby's home from work. Came all the way down. Alright, so if you want, you can do something like that, and you're going to get like a triangle kind of shape because the card was under there. That's what happened there, huh? Hold on, hon. I'll be there in just a second. Do a little bit of marking on this one. Because I don't want to waste my paint, you know? Let's see, what else can I mark on? I still have some of this paint left. I still have some of this paint left. So yes, you can use, I'm going to add an angle, which is giving me not a straight line, because I don't want a perfectly straight line. You know what I mean? Well, I'd like it to at least be straight this way, but I want a, I don't know, you see how it's thinner at one end and wider at the other end. That's, I think, what I'm trying to say. Is why I'm doing it at an angle like that. Let's see. And a lot of people will do most of their marking with like a darker color. And this is just one way. There's many ways. And this is my first time doing marking. I've not really done this kind of a thing before. I just wanted to not waste any of this paint. I kind of like, I'm liking it. Yep, I really need to start working on that organization series, don't I? I don't know if you heard the thing fall behind me or not. But yeah. Something fell behind me. Maybe I'll clean off my plate when I get my lunch and take a break right now. I don't know. Or maybe I will stop the video here and start a new video, and then I won't have to. Yeah, we're at 37 minutes. That's good. So I've got a couple layers of paint on these. Yeah, they're not super pretty. They're me and my weird colors that I like, but they're not done. There's still a lot to do. And I've started marking on a couple, and I will add more colors to some. Like I will probably do some darker colors and then some lighter colors too to brighten them up. Do some gesso. But for right now, this is what we have. Just another layer added to our painty papers. I don't even know what you can see that I'm putting up here, but there's that, and oops, there's that, and that. So you can see we've just had fun playing with paints. So y'all, I hope you have some fun playing with paints, and in my next video I'll add more layers. Hopefully start doing some stamping and stenciling. I don't know, it takes me a while. I might go ahead and do some layers on the other ones that we didn't touch yet. And oops, sorry, so I'll show those in the next video, whatever I did with those. So, because it'll just be a repeat of what I've been doing. So when I get to the next layer, which will probably be stamping, stenciling, gessoing, stuff like that, I will bring you back. So thank you for watching, and welcome new subscribers. And I hope y'all have a delightful day, and just know that I do love you. Have a delightful day. Bye.